What's up? It's Versus. I'm John Moore, and that's Will Cohen. I'm kind of relieved in a way to just have a movie that just plain straight up sucks. Will, how you feeling?
Straight tequila.
All right, sounds good. Hey, we're talking about Ouija hosts. That's the title of the movie. Such a bad title. The alternative title is Ghost Hosts, which, even though it's also a bad title, also sucks, but is more descriptive of what's going on in this movie. Will, your initial thoughts?
So we'll delve more into we'll go really, really deep into my thoughts because I have lots of thoughts for this movie, but this is our fourth Ouija-based movie in as many weeks.
Yeah, it's a Ouija month of Ouija we've had.
And honestly, I assumed, and maybe I falsely assumed this, but I assumed at some point, like I know my math, I know my physics. At some point, the downward trajectory loops back around. That didn't happen.
No.
Apparently they thought rock bottom wasn't deep enough, and they literally wanted to try it and dig a hole so deep that they could finally find Kaiser. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with this.
Let's just let's talk about the elephant in the room. This director, Stephen M. Smith, apparently his family must own that house or that property. It's the same exact property as The Haunting of Hythe House. It's the same thing.
When the producers decided to go and film in an abandoned haunted house,
it's the same shots. They go in the same rooms.
Right.
They give the same stupid, impossible explanation that the building's been abandoned for like decades or centuries, even though there's modern construction going on inside the building.
Action background.
Get your lines right this time, yeah?
All right, let's forget all that happened. But it's the same location. My friend, your foe, Louisa Warren, in the lead. One of two hosts, and then they add a third host to the show, Ghost Hosts.
Hello and welcome to the brand new series of...
And it is like, if you're gonna make a movie based on like where it's like a kind of like a fuck around and find out, I guess, like this paranormal show, like, can you at least make it look like the show would be worth watching?
Hello and welcome to the brand new series of Ghost Hosts, an exciting look into the strange world that is paranormal.
Each week, we'll be looking at the most haunted, scariest, creepiest ghouls from around the world.
If that's what they were trying for, then maybe they need to actually watch more paranormal shows and not British panel shows or cooking shows, because the commentary level is even lower than you would hear on the Great British Baking Show.
And let me kind of describe. So you have the two hosts, was it Duncan and Sarah, right? And then they have the third host, Jenny.
But before we get into all that, Helen left us a couple of weeks ago, and it's with great pleasure to introduce our new co-host, Jenny.
Yeah, Chelsea Greenwood comes in. She's Jenny, and they you get to see them filming, but also between takes, there's like a Mean Girls thing going on, where the two hosts don't like this new girl.
Orange.
God, what did they find out?
I don't know.
Jeez Louise, man, all that makeup will scare the ghosts away.
that whole subplot goes absolutely nowhere. But then, even though the show is filming, there's someone narrating this footage.
We join the cast and crew in front and behind the camera in what can only be described as a slow spiral into a completely different kind of show that they never set out to make.
They're giving a commentary as the show airs, I guess.
But they're commenting even on like when the show is like when they're between takes, there's a narrator too. It's like, there's like an omnipotent narrator narrating it, and it's like done for punch up. It's like supposed to be funny.
But you see, if you've ever watched a lot of like British reality shows, that's the kind of commentary you'll hear. Is that like sometimes we see who the host is, who the narrator is, sometimes we don't, and they're giving like color flourishes. But what they were going for here, or at least at the beginning of the movie, they were trying to say, okay, well, here's an episode of this going wrong.
Maybe.
So I assumed going in that we were going to start seeing, like what the Drowning Pool song said, bodies hitting floors. And we never fucking see that.
This movie is Grave Encounters if it wasn't scary and nobody died. That is what this is, because they even pull the whole. There's a moment where it turns into Grave Encounters. So I think somebody says the line that they can't get out of the building.
Well, just so this landing's fine, everything else is cordoned off.
Right.
But like, they're never in any danger, ever.
No. And by the end of the film, everyone is fine.
Yeah, like they just go right back. Like it's like, yeah, this weird fucked up shit happened, and like this girl got possessed, and we saw ghosts. But like, hey, see you next week.
So there it is. Our paranormal investigation into the happenings here at the Carruthers estate have concluded.
Yeah.
So the tone is so weird. The acting, we expected it to be poor. It is poor. The story, like, they build up this whole ghost story, and there was legitimate ghosts that pose, I guess, a legitimate physical threat, but they don't do anything.
Right, like the worst that they do is they tickle a dude.
Well, I guess Steve had forgotten how lethal it was to be poked in the ribs.
That is the worst thing that happens to anybody in this movie.
And then some people go missing for a few minutes. Like, where'd she go? And then they find her. Like that happens too. I can't imagine somebody like edited this movie together and they were like happy with the final product. That boggles my mind. But they're like, yeah,
here's
this is good.
Here's the thing that boggles my mind worse, John, is that the person who edited this had a big smile on their face. They handed it to their boss, the person in charge of this, the producer of this fucking film. That guy was happy with this.
Yeah, it's so crazy. It's not good. Like it never becomes good. And this is one of the rare movies where I can't even see how it could be good. I couldn't fix this movie.
I know how to fix it.
Okay.
Kill people.
All right.
Blood. You are going to call this a horror film. Dude, at least like the early 2000s version of The Haunting. At least like, or the late 90s version, whatever, the one with Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Yeah.
At least that had it had a small body count, but it had a body count.
Right.
It gave its horror audience respect enough to fucking kill at least one person. This doesn't even do that, and they have all the opportunities in the world to kill people.
I kind of felt nobody was going to die when every time I turned around, there were just more and more people in the house. Like you don't even realize like that there's a crew there, and they just keep showing more and more of the crew as the thing goes on. Like, oh, well, there's eight of them together now.
But that's what gives you license to kill people, John.
But
you have
bodies. Safe. They were so safe. The whole they were the safest group of people the whole movie.
But that's what boggles my mind is that you have people literally like showing up in red shirts and signing waivers going, please kill me, and everyone fucking lives. Yep.
And then they'll see you next week. By the way, that's basically it for that. I'm gonna just pull up the ratings. even though like we could kill people in this movie, my point's in the stand. This might be one of the worst movies we've ever seen on this. I gave it a half videotape. It's just not. It's not good. It's like 90. It feels like 3 hours long, and it's only 91 minutes long. It's pointless. It's an absolutely like pointless endeavor. Someone lost money making this badly. It's bad. Well,
it's not that someone lost money, John. It's that someone wasted time. Time is more precious than money. Someone wasted time, but they were too stupid enough to realize that their time was being wasted. The only reason I did not give this a half star is because it didn't offend me on a visceral level, like say a Telephobia Part 2, where it had obviously a hidden agenda and wanted to exploit that hidden agenda.
mm-hmm.
This is too stupid to have an agenda. So I guess that's its small victory. One videotape.
All right. Well, I'm sure you want to next week. No, there's no Ouija boards. There's no Ouija boards.
Thank Christ.
But I mean, it is. Oh boy, it's a baby doll. That's the cover of it. That's it. It's about that. We'll figure out. We'll talk more about that.
Is it going to be about that, John? We've had four Ouija films that had covers that had nothing to do with the fucking movie.
Yeah, let's look at that cover again. By the way, that doesn't happen in this movie. Okay,
they barely use the Ouija board.
Yeah, I mean, they no, I wouldn't even say they barely use it. It feels like they barely use it, but when they use it, like all the scenes, like when they do things, just go on forever. Like it's like they don't edit the scenes down at all. Like
no,
whatever. But I digress.
But it's because they didn't have a script, John.
Yeah, it was all. It felt ad libbed poorly. But Baby Doll next week. There might be a baby doll in it. It could be a shark attack movie. I don't know. But regardless, if you made this far in the video, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Go to the Facebook group at Why We Love Horror. We're done with the Pick Your Poison challenge, but we're still doing the our Letterboxd challenge, which is right here. And that's it. I'm JWMaher. That's Will Cohen. Here comes the schedule, and we'll see you next week.